Hi gang, Gramps and Nana here in Iowa where the sky is blue and there are no airplanes in the sky. If you see any airplanes in the sky while we're talking, please tell us. We're going to read to you tonight and we're going to begin with a poem by Robert Frost because I know that's going to be a really cool story for you guys. Do you know poems kind of rhyme and they tell a very short story but the picture is mostly in your head? This is a short story about a man who's on a sled being pulled over the snow on a winter night by his horse. So it's a horse-drawn sled being pulled in the woods at night. And it's called Stopped by Woods on a Snowy Evening by Robert Frost. Here it is. Whose woods are these? I think I know. His house is in the village, though. He will not see me stopping here to watch the woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near, between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. He gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sound's the sweep of easy wind and downy flake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep. And miles to go before I sleep. Could you guys imagine the man in the sled with the horse stopping in the woods on a winter night? I could. It's pretty cool to use your imagination for a short story. Now we're going to do a short story that Nana's going to read, but this one also has pictures, although I still would encourage you to use your imagination. Here's Nana.
Hi, Munchkins. I'm not quite as a serious person as Gramps, so I wanted to read about a porcupine named Fluffy. So, before you go to bed, let's enjoy a porcupine named Fluffy. When Mr. and Mrs. Porcupine had their first child, they were delighted. Now, he needed a name. Should they call him Spike? No, Spike was too common. Should they call him Lance? No, Lance sounded too fierce. Should they call him Needle Dozer? No, Needle Dozer was too long. Prickles? Pokey? Quillian? Then together they had an idea. Let's call him Fluffy. It's such a pretty name.
Fluffy the porcupine.
Yes.
That makes no sense.
Yes, it does. But soon there came a time when Fluffy began to doubt that he was Fluffy. He first became suspicious when he backed into a door and stuck fast. That was not a very Fluffy thing to do. He was even more convinced when he accidentally slept on his back and poked holes in the mattress. A very unfluffy thing to do. When he tried to carry an umbrella, he knew that without a doubt, the truth. Fluffy definitely wasn't. So he decided to become fluffier. Clouds are fluffy, he thought. I'll be a cloud. But he couldn't stay up. I know, pillows are fluffy, he said. I'll be a pillow. But when his mother sat on him, she was not pleased. He tried soaking in a bubble bath for 45 minutes, but he did not become fluffy. He became soggy. He tried whipped cream, yum. He put a little on each quill. It was not easy and it took more than half a day.
Yummy.
But this did not make Fluffy fluffy. They should have called me gooey, he sighed. He ate a lot of fluffy marshmallows. Oh, even better, yum, yum, yum. He rolled in shaving cream and feathers. He even tried to become a bunny. But the truth remained. Fluffy wasn't. Fluffy. One afternoon, Fluffy set out for a walk, trying to think of ways to become fluffy. Before long, he met a very large rhinoceros. "Grrr," said the rhinoceros. "I'm going to give you a rough time." Fluffy didn't know what a rough time was, but he didn't like the sound of it at all. "What is your name, small prickly thing?" asked the rhinoceros unkindly. "Fluffy," said Fluffy. The rhinoceros smiled. He giggled. Then he laughed out loud. He rolled on the ground. He jiggled and slapped his knees. He roared with laughter. "A porcupine named Fluffy," howled the rhinoceros. Fluffy was embarrassed, but he tried to be polite. "And what is your name?" he inquired. I can't say it," giggled the rhinoceros. "Hubert," suggested Fluffy.
Pointy nose.
"Oh, help, I just can't say it. I'm laughing so hard," said the rhinoceros. "Harold, or maybe Herman?" asked Fluffy. "No," gasped the rhinoceros. "It's Hippo."
Hippo.
"Hippo?
Hippo the rhino?
A rhinoceros named Hippo?" Fluffy smiled. He giggled. Then he laughed out loud. He jiggled and slapped his knees.
Tushy.
He howled with laughter.
Ha ha ha.
"A rhinoceros named Hippo," Fluffy cried. "A porcupine named Fluffy, a rhinoceros named Hippo." It was almost more than they could bear. Hippo and Fluffy rolled on the ground, giggling and laughing, until tears came to their eyes. At last they lay exhausted on the ground. From that time on, they were best of friends. And Fluffy didn't mind being fluffy anymore, even though he wasn't. How's that?
Do you guys like that story?
We miss you guys.
We love you.
To pieces, Mises, to the moon and back, and we love you the mostest. So I got it all covered. We have it all covered.
Nighty night, kids. Listen to your moms and dads.
Or Nana and Gramps.
No, don't listen to us. We're silly. We love you.
We love you.
Mwah.
Good night.